Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson. On first down, Peyton. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now, Watson. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The numbers for Jackson in last week's game: 18 carries, 79 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Watson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll drop to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. A quick throw now complete to Ross. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start here with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Allen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards, first down Niners. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He's checking. Crash.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 15. Allen here on the screen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
18 yards, first down Niners. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Peyton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll look to throw here. The open man is Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check 31.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. And Jennings has it. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll run on first down. Peyton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's our field. Line up, go. Line up, go.
They run the counter. Peyton, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Price.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a carry for Allen. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They'll drop the throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd down and inches. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The point after is good. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Watson, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is taken at the 15.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. So we've reached halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. On first down, Jackson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Allen fighting him off. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The intended receiver there, Allen, 3rd down here. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
All day, baby, all day.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen, and he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Jackson, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. Now this throw caught left side. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 17, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
Well, when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
They'll run with Jackson. He's got the first down inside the 10. Down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Switch, switch. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Let it go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Caught by Allen. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 8 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing on second down. Watson got a man open. It's Ross. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 8 yards out. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York? And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now Watson operating from the gun. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP?
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run on first down. Jackson, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Allen, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Allen. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On first down, Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Toss play to Jackson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point safely through, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On second down now, it's Jackson, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On the carry, it's Jackson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it with Jackson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Jackson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers,